Hey guys, welcome back to my Colourful Country Life. Today I am sharing my colouring plans for the month of July. I'm actually really excited about this month. I have picked out some fantastic books to work in, and of course we're also kicking off our new project books this month, and they will take us right through to the end of the year. I have got quite a few pages on my list for July and I probably will not get to them all, but if there is one you'd really love to see as a colour along, let me know in the comments. If there's lots of interest, I will do my best to prioritise that page. Alright, so let's move this all out of the way and we can dive straight in. So I'm going to start off with our new project books. Now, if you are new to my channel, project books are the books we voted for at the beginning of the year to focus on more regularly in an attempt to fill them up as much as we possibly can. And I will be doing colour alongs from them each month throughout the rest of the year. Now, we had 2 books chosen for the first half and we have 2 books chosen for the second half. So the first one is Romantic Country, The Second Tale by Erie. And I've actually already finished a page in here for the month of July, but I'm not going to show you just yet. The colour along for this page should be up in the next day or two, so keep an eye out for that. And we'll keep the final result as a little surprise today. For that page, I did use distress inks for the background and polychromos with a bit of basing from Albrecht Dürer's as well. But you can totally skip that step if you wish. So if you don't have Albrecht Dürer's or you don't want to do basing, you can just go in with the polychromos. And I explained that in the video as well. So that video will be up very soon. And that is Romantic Country by Erie, our first project book for the second half of the year. Next up is Mythamorphia by Kirby Roseannes. I absolutely adore this book, and honestly picking just one page is nearly impossible, but I've managed to narrow it down to 2 and they are both double page spreads. So this is our second project book for the channel for the second half of the year. Now, the first page I've chose is the Nymphs double page spread here, which I have wanted to colour for such a long time. I'm so excited to finally make time for it. It reminds me of a scene straight out of a fantasy novel, which I absolutely love, and I'm picturing like soft spring tones for this page, but that could all change when I sit down to actually colour it. Sometimes a page just takes on a life of its own as I start to work through it, but I do have some ideas and plans in my head for this double page spread. And the other page I've been drawn to this month is the Unicorn double page spread. Now, I have had so many different color palettes running through my head for this one. Part of me imagines a black unicorn with deep red or white roses. Another part of me sees it in dreamy pastel tones. And then I started thinking of those rainbow roses, really bright and vibrant, but that would probably take forever. So no set plan in my mind just yet. I'll probably start with one element and see where the page takes me from there. So there's some of my ideas for Mythamorphia, but I think I'm leaning more towards the Nymphs double page spread this month. And also I do already have quite a few colour alongs from this book, so if you're looking for some inspiration, check out my Mythamorphia playlist. I'll tag it down below for you. I actually have 2 copies of this book. This one is the UK edition, but I also have the US edition. And I've only coloured one page in the US edition, which is the Goblin page. And that is up as a colour along on the channel as well. But my book started to fall apart after colouring that one page. So it was an accident that I bought the US copy because I normally always get the UK copy. So I then did get the UK copy. And there are a few pages in here that I've already done as colour along. So that's a colour along. That's a colour along, and that one. So you'll find all this in my Mythamorphia playlist. This page here I did complete, but I completed it in is it Colourmorphia? Yeah, Colourmorphia was one of my first books. I think it was the second Kirby book I ever owned, right at the start when I first started my channel. So I coloured this double page spread with polychromos, but I didn't film it. So I don't know, maybe one day we might recreate it. But yeah, I have coloured that page before. There's more in here, isn't there? That's not a colour along. And that is a colour along. It's one of my earlier colour alongs, I think. And of course, if there is a particular page you'd love to see as a colour along in the future from this book, let me know in the comments and I will see what I can do for the month of August. So that is Mythamorphia by Kirby Roseannes. Now onto our full book colour alongs. First up is Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Roseannes, and I have been incredibly indecisive this month, so I've actually picked out 2 pages as options for possible colour alongs from this book. And the first option is the Snow Queen double page spread. Now I did consider doing Christmas in July as a theme on the channel this month, but I changed my mind. That said, for me, snow is synonymous with Christmas, despite Christmas actually occurring in summertime here in Australia. But and also this fairy tale is very much not the happy Christmas vibe, but it is snowy, so that counts, right? Maybe not, but it will be so much fun to colour this page. There's so much movement on here. We've got the whirlwind, the magical mist, we've got the fog down here as well. So I think that'd be really fun. And of course, making use of some beautiful cool tones with all these snowy elements, maybe even mixed in with some vibrant jewel tones as well. I can actually picture this page completed in my head. Now the other option I have had my eye on is the Beauty and the Beast page. This one here, page 75. I think I might be leaning more towards this one. Both pages have quite a lot of detail. This one probably a bit more so, but they would both be fun to colour. I like that there are so many layers to this illustration. It would be easy to build up a lot of depth on this page as well. A lot of greenery, but you can build up a lot of depth with that. So I think I might be leaning more towards this page. But those are my choices from Dark Fairy Tales for July. Let me know what you think. And just a reminder, I do have a dedicated playlist for this book, along with playlists for all my full book colour alongs and project books, so you can easily find all the colour alongs I've done from these books so far. Our other full book colour along here on the channel is Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford, and staying on brand for me this month, I have narrowed it down to a few options there. So first up is actually the title page, which I think I chose last month as well too. Now I do keep getting drawn to this one, even though it is quite simple. I'm picturing something really magical with purples, blues, maybe even some pinks or some greens as well. And I was thinking like a watercolor drip effect could look amazing on this page too, because the illustration itself is really simple. I think adding some interest into the background could be really fun and exciting. So that is definitely something for me to consider. Now, the next page I have had flagged as well for a few months now. And that is, where is it? Next, here we go, the sewing room page. I already have a colour palette ready to go. It is just a matter of finally putting pencil to paper, but I am still undecided on the background colour and what mediums I'm going to use though. I will be matching the colours across from the opposite page, but I'm thinking a deep brown wood look for the furniture. I do feel like this page needs some kind of flooring added in. I might leave that until the end and see what ties it all together, so the flooring and then the background behind all the shelves and stuff as well. And because I can't pick just one this month, I have also picked out the outdoor dining room page. Where is it? This one here. I actually love this illustration, and I finally have an idea of how I want to create that lush forest effect. So this page is definitely an option for this month. Although, again, I'm still unsure about adding like a background around here, if I add anything at all. I really hope with Joanna's new full-size book, she brings back some full-page spreads with less of that negative empty space. I do love when the page feels more complete, like a full scene, rather than an object just kind of placed there. So those are my choices from Rooms of Wonder. Let me know what you think, or if you have a favourite you'd love to see as a colour along this month. Next up is Wondrous Folk, the exciting new book from Christine Caron, and keeping with my theme this month, I have chosen 2 pages from this book as options for possible colour alongs. And the first is actually the cover image here. I did mention back in my book review that I would love to see if I can recreate this fantasy skin tone. I think it looks beautiful and will be such a fun challenge. So this page is called Tranquil Grace, and you'll find it at the back of the book here. So I think it'd be really fun to have a go at recreating that fantasy skin tone. So that is option number 1 for this book. Now option number 2 is Onyx. Now, I have actually had quite a few messages this month asking for help with colouring deeper skin tones, and that was after sharing my completed page from this book. So I do already have a video on how to colour skin, as well as several skin colour combination videos for different pencil brands, and that is where my skin combination came from for my Samba Dancer page. But I absolutely love this book, and I'm more than happy to colour more pages as colour alongs. And if you'd like me to colour this page to demonstrate how I approach deeper skin tones, or even just skin in general, let me know down below if that is something you would like to see. So they are my 2 options this month in Wondrous Folk by Christine Caron. There is a full review of this book up on my channel if you'd like to see the other beautiful pages in here. And let me know if you'd love to see one of these pages as a colour along this month. Alright, so next up is Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlzon. Now, I know this was technically one of our project books from the first half of the year, but I didn't manage to work in it during June, so I'm really hoping to fit it in for this month instead. Now, the page I'm still keen to tackle is the girl with the berries in her hair. I'm not entirely sure what kind of berries they're meant to be, or if they are just made up, but I do keep picturing them as blueberries. I'm also imagining her with rich auburn hair and either a blue or purple background, which I think would look beautiful with the berries. So hopefully we will get time to colour her this month. And for once, that's actually the only page I've chosen from the book. So that is Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlzon. Okay, now I've actually picked out a few of Rita Berman's books for July. Realistically, I'll probably only have time to colour in one of them, but I couldn't decide which one. So let me show you my options and maybe you can help me decide. So first up is Mana Risa Dirt Africa by Rita Berman. And yes, this also was one of our project books for the first half of the year, but it's also one of my all-time favourite books ever. So you will definitely see it pop up in my monthly plans from time to time. I was actually secretly hoping this one would win the voting for our full book colour alongs, but Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford won that poll instead. So maybe when Joanna's book is complete, the next Rita Berman release can fill that spot. I don't know, but I would absolutely love to complete a Rita book too. So I've chosen a couple of pages from Africa, but both fairly simple. So the first page I have picked here is this floral one, although I do love the hippo. But this is definitely the one drawing my eye more this month. I seem to have a bit of a colour theme running throughout this book, with like golden tones, aqua, orange, reds, pinks and purples. So I think maybe I'll carry those colours through to this page as well. The other page, or should I say pages, these here, I'd honestly be happy to colour either of them, but I am especially drawn to the South Africa page here this month. I think it is absolutely adorable, and look at all these little penguins with their ice cream, so cute. But I could also colour this page too. So these are my choices from Africa. I'm not sure which one to go with, but I did pull out a couple more Rita Berman books too, so let's have a look at Hidden Earth by Rita Berman. Now this is the new US edition. I do have the original, but I thought I'd love to get started in this copy as well. It is a little larger than the original edition, which is nice. And if you're curious about that, I do have a flip through and review of 2 of the Hidden series books on my channel, and I will link that down below if you want to check it out. But the page I have been eyeing off is this double cactus page. It's actually reminded me of something you'd see in a Lulu Mayo book. Speaking of Lulu Mayo, her new book was supposed to arrive today, but I just got a message saying the carrier returned it as undeliverable and they've refunded me, so no idea what happened there, but I'll just reorder it and see how we go from there. But back to this page. So I am picturing all kinds of greens, pinks and oranges for this one. I can already see the finished page in my head. But there is still one more Rita book to show you before we make a decision, and that is Hidden Oceans. And I have picked one page from this book, and it is super cute. This one right here. You guys know I love an underwater and ocean theme page, and this one is just so sweet. It's so cute. I'm picturing it really bright and colourful, full of bold, vibrant colours. So those are all my Rita Berman choices for this month. Like I said, I will probably only get to colour in one of them this month, but I cannot choose which one yet. So if you would like to help me choose, feel free to mention which one you would like to see as a colour along down in the comment section. And next up, I've just picked out my cute and cozy practice workbook. I am hoping to start experimenting with some new alcohol marker techniques and colour combinations in here this month, which I can hopefully translate into one of our colouring books later on. So that'll be a bit of fun, just playing around, testing ideas and seeing what works and what we can use on a colouring page. So it's going to be a bit of fun experimentation. Cute and Cozy Colouring, the Practice Workbook by Sweet Art Roz. Next up, I have a work of progress in the Language of Flowers by Stratton Peterson, and that is the Protea page. I'm really hoping to get this one finished this month. I do have a full review of this book up on the channel. If you want to see more of the images inside, it is such a lovely book, especially if you enjoy colouring flowers like I do. I have been using Prismacolor pencils on their own so far for this page. They do blend beautifully on this paper. I am layering lots of different colours though, so it's definitely taking a bit of time to complete, but hopefully we'll get this completed this month. So that is all of my colouring plans for the month of July. Let me know which colour along you're most excited to see, or if there's a page you'd love me to prioritise. I always love hearing what you're working on too, so feel free to share your colouring plans or goals for the month of July in the comments as well. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a like, and please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any upcoming content. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very soon with another video. Take care and bye for now.